And we have been waiting for the promised change. We have been waiting for all the promises that the government gave to the people, and up until now, we have not been able to lay our hands on any of these promises that we are given to the masses by the government of the day. And the question is, when are all these things going to come to pass? Change, a better nation, a better country where the people will live without poverty. And as it is, Nigeria is in abject poverty, in their greatest dilemma. All right, let's go to the information of the day as it's dropping on my table. President Bola Tinubu on Sunday ended his tenure as the chairperson of the... We have been waiting for the promised change and a better government that the president promised the people, which we have not seen. President Bola Tinubu on Sunday ended his tenure as the chairperson of Economic Community of West African State Authorities, head of state and government. Following the development, the president of Sierra Leone, Julius Bio, emerged as his successor. Tinubu announced this at the 67th Ordinary Session of the authority at the Asari Villa, Abuja. He said, "It has been a profound honor and privilege to lead this esteemed body, and I remain deeply humbled by the trust and support you have extended to me throughout my channel, as I now hand over the mantle of leadership to my great friend and dear brother, His Excellency President Julius Bio of Sierra Leone. I do with a deep sense of fulfillment and of commitment for the future of West Africa." Before handing over, Tinubu expressed concern over the slow pace of activating the Ecowas standby force and urged West African leaders to move swiftly from concept to reality in the collective fight against terrorism and transactional crimes. "I am a little bit worried about the..." All right, President Tinubu requests that Africa unite together in order to be able to fight the issue of terrorism. According to him, "I'm a little bit worried about the slow pace of its ECOWAS standby force activation, which is taking longer than desired," the president said in his opening speech. In April 2024, Tinubu first called for the creation of a regional standby force and a counter-terrorism center to degrade the activities of terrorists in Africa's most troubled spots. He said the counter-terrorism center would be a hub for intelligence sharing, operational coordination, and capacity building throughout Africa. The Nigerian leader cited ransom-taking and illegal mining as evil branches nourished by root causes such as poverty, inequality, and social injustice, which finances, re-equip, and resupply terrorist networks all over the continent. Key to our collective effort against terrorism is the urgent need for a fully operational regional counter-terrorism center, Tinubu told head of state and senior government officials at the African high-level meeting on counter-terrorism in Abuja on April 22, 2024. At the 6th Mid-Year Coordination Meeting of the African Union in Ghana 2 months later, he said Ecowas was exploring the other funding option of its $2.6 billion standby force. In August of that year, he affirmed the commitment of member states to invest in the force, describing the initiative as a solution to terrorism in the Sahel. 1 year later, however, Tinubu, who gave an account of his 2-year chairmanship of the bloc since July 2023, expressed dissatisfaction at the pace of the initiative as security concerns in the Sahel continues to grow. He stressed the urgency of operationalizing the force in the face of escalating insecurity across the sub-region. The ECOWAS standby force must move from concept to operational reality, I'm a little bit worried about the slow pace of its activation, which is taking longer than desired, the president said. He noted that threats confronting the region were transactional, driven by Agile and dangerous networks that respect nobody's border. No single nation can, therefore, address these challenges alone. We must strengthen coordination, amplify political will, and prioritize a collective approach to secure it, he added. Tinubu highlighted major milestones during his leadership of the regional bloc. He said the complete Ecowas military logistic depot in Longyi, Sierra Leone, would play a critical role in providing equipment and other logistics to the forces deployed by Ecowas. Last February, in Addis Ababa, Nigeria signed the sixth agreement with the African Union with the depot completion. Nigeria is committing itself to sea lift and airlift arrangements with ECOWAS, he said. Tinubu expressed the hope that ongoing diplomatic engagement with Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger will eventually lead to their return to the community. Under my chairmanship, I deploy all diplomatic means to engage and dialogue with the brothers in Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger. I am confident that before too long, they may return to the family, he said. All right, this is coming from the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria, who just handed over to President Bayo of Sierra Leone as the chairman of ECOWAS. All right, the question is, Kokeke Jecharami Kedebe Shuyade, after being the ECOWAS chairman and the rest of them, what has it contributed to us? What has it contributed to Africa? How have we been able to benefit from that? Remember that as it is in Nigeria now, Nigeria has become a country of concern as a result of insecurity and other anomalies that are taking place in the nation. Hunger strike, a hike in prices of things, and other things that have been ravaging this nation. Hike in prices of petrol, prices of food commodity, prices of other utensils and house things as it is. Our president, the president of Nigeria, is the chairmanship of ECOWAS. Ndị Igbo si na a na-amarụ mma wee pụọ n'ama. According to the information that Tinubu urges West African countries to end raw material exports without processing them. How about Nigeria, a country that produces oil in high quantity? There is no refinery, there is nothing. Of course, you know that there are locals who are refining this product and are selling them. How come that a whole nation cannot refine it if common locals have their local refineries, where they refine this product? I think there is issue with our government. There is issue with the government of the day. There is issue with the government of the day. All right, current trend now is AC water. People who are testing how much they have gotten from selling AC water. But the question is, are they really making millions from AC water, or is it just a cruise that is going on online? Don't allow the social media to deceive you. A lot is happening out there on the media, and if care is not taken, you as a person might be carried away with the charades that is going on the social media. They are not real. They are not realistic. They are not realistic at all. All right, so this is where I'll be winding down the curtain. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share. And also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first one to collect. And thank you for listening. We choose you. Keep always choosing us, because we are there as you are also there for us. God bless you.